me with the horn, 20. Keep making noise. Keep making noise. Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to episode 3 of our podcast, Table Talk. Here I am with my co-host, Mr. Adam Teffer. Teff, how are you, sir?
And good evening to you, sir. How are you on this evening?
Oh, just not great today.
Not great. Not great. Over
Well,
here.
A lot of
What's up, buddies?
Pedialyte.
Hello.
Pedialyte
Pedialyte.
today.
We got our producer, Ronnie Skivitz, over here.
How's it feel to say that as an adult? A lot of Pedialyte today.
I don't think I've had it since I was 3.
Just for
but
the record,
You were drinking it straight?
I have too many cocktails, as you guys can see. I'm drinking it neat.
I thought Pedialyte's for like fucking kids.
It is.
But why are you drinking?
Extra electrolytes.
Why can't you just drink Gatorade?
I've seen.
I was trying to switch it up, you know?
Sometimes they do college sports. They
Oh yeah, hey
drink
Tom.
Pedialyte. How you doing?
Totally forgot to bring Tom into it.
No, I've heard that before. I heard people like that play college sports to drink
Pedialyte?
instead of Gatorade on the sideline.
He's had 6 glasses since I've been here.
Let me just show everybody what I've consumed today.
It's got a little more electrolytes than
I don't know if you
Gatorade.
need to change your diaper.
Full bottle here.
Everyone's over here just like, oh, what should I drink? Ron's got a Corona. I got a Corona. Tom's got wine. Nick all of a sudden just busts out a bottle, little ice. You want a lime for the rim?
No.
Moving on.
Salt
Pedialyte
and
aside.
lime.
Yes, we have a special guest coming on soon to
Right
talk
now.
about
We're gonna bring him on right
movies.
now.
Here he is, New
the
York's
show.
finest.
New York's finest, ladies and gentlemen, Gennaro.
Gennaro, how are you,
Bring
sir?
him to the show.
Hey,
Welcome on.
Well,
Very-
that guy.
very enthusiastic welcome.
See, look at this. I had all things planned. I had the Superman theme song ready to go. I was gonna bring you on, amp you up.
Oh, no, it was great.
It was great. Here's a fun fact for all you kids at home. As you could tell, we normally do this show complete opposite of sober. So this week, Nick's like, oh, I'm not drinking. We said, all right, you know what? Let's do a sober episode. We had a family dinner. We had some ice cream. Ron ruined it. Ron gets
Single-handedly.
single-handedly gets mailbox deliveries of some very fine marijuana. Def wanted to smoke. Ron, I thought we were doing it sober. Fuck it. We're just going to smoke.
This is probably not the best thing to say in front of a cop.
Oh, that's right.
But I'll just act like that never happened.
No, this is
We
filmed in
gotta
Colorado.
hide now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Colorado.
This is
We
it's
got it,
decriminalized. in the
UPS
state.
We all live in New York, but we filmed this in Colorado.
Correct.
It's weird. I'm on
That's
vacation.
why we start so late, because we're jet lagged.
Yeah,
We're used to, like the
going-
mountain times. this
going
and that.
skiing. You know.
We could always edit that out. It's not a big deal.
It's hard to fly out the same day.
This will be on the DVD
Not
director's
really.
cut, I guess. You know, later on.
Right.
We will never be able to edit that out.
Edit that out. How do you edit that part out?
Bleep it out. There you go. Do they still do that? The bleep? Fuck. I don't know. Fuck.
It is proper. So
definitely
once
proper.
again, Nick has the soundboard. We actually wait. When did we try doing the last
No,
episode?
that was I don't know.
3 weeks ago.
That it wasn't on.
we
that,
took
so.
a little break because we learned last time we were too intoxicated.
Yeah.
We couldn't
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
we couldn't even
They
make
need to
it
stock
through.
up on. They need to
It
stock
did
up on
not go well.
Pedialyte.
Right.
Stock up on Pedialyte.
I think
I
we
didn't
made
have
it.
my Pedialyte that day.
We made it through like 2 or 3 segments. Just got completely fucking botched.
I also had about 5 bowls of Campbell's chicken noodle soup today. That really did me
But you
good.
literally have the diet of a fucking like 80-year-old man. Like I'm ready to change your diaper at this point.
All right,
Which will
well,
probably help because you've had your hand on your fucking pants, scratching your ass, putting your hand. Nick's had this cup of Skittles the whole time. Me and Tom keep dipping into it. It's like maybe an hour and a half after.
Yeah, an hour into it, I remind Heifer that his hand's been in his ass most of the night as we're eating.
As I've got Skittle like in my mouth, he goes, I just realized Nick's had his fingers on his ass the entire night. Which I called him out on. Didn't even like make the correlation.
At that point, it was too late.
I
Though.
haven't eaten
Oh,
fucking
man.
butt Skittles all night.
Oh.
Bar rules apply here. You can't eat the peanuts and the popcorn at a bar. Don't eat the Skittles.
Skittles
here.
at Magnolia.
Oh,
No
God.
Skittles. in
Peanuts at
Magnolia.
bars, Skittles at Magnolia. Done. Put it in a book.
all right, so April's coming up, and it's kind of my favorite.
Great segue. Great segue.
My
From
favorite
butt Skittles
my
to
favorite
April.
month for
To April.
sports because we have the Final Four going on. We have opening Yankee baseball, Mets
Oh,
baseball.
yeah.
Can't
April
wait for that.
April
huh?
showers.
Gonna go to opening day on Monday. It's my ritual.
Yeah,
We usually go around 9:30. Have a couple of drinks at Stands.
Yeah,
You've
I'm
been
actually
there, Jeff?
I'm actually
Yeah,
off.
I've
I'm
been
trying to go to that
upstairs.
game.
Let's go. Let's
I've been
go.
to a Yankee game in like 2
Playing the
years.
Astros.
Really?
Probably gonna lose.
Yeah,
Then
they
we got Ranger Islander playoff hockey, and I'm gonna have some of that on the next episode, I believe, with a couple of fellers that we know.
Special guest.
Special guest, probably a Terry Shanahan, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
a Pat Shanahan if you could.
We've
blow
been
him off
teasing
the,
it, Terry Shanahan,
Alright.
every episode so far.
I saw it, Terry.
We've also been teasing Ron talking about Kanye that he's had on the notepad. Ron's not going to talk about the new Kanye album for like another 15 episodes.
I think it's the only thing on the notepad.
It really is. We haven't progressed much at all since then.
We have not.
The notepad.
So, Tef, what's going on with you? Anything interesting happening to you in these last couple of weeks? Say we haven't had an episode.
Nah,
I doubt it.
I mean, last week we were down here, we were hanging out, and I told you I was in this weird, just fuck it mood. Didn't care. I didn't shave for a week and a half.
Ooh.
I kind of
Badass.
Wow.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, wild.
I just
man.
woke up. Yeah, right. Yo, fuck you. Because at first,
Guy's on
that's
the cutting
cool, right?
edge.
Then I caught on that you're
Actually,
making fun
I
of me.
have to shave for work, so it's pretty
True.
badass. If I don't shave for a week, I'm
but
like,
just-
I can't- pouring out the Pedialyte.
Slow down.
86 Pedialyte.
He took that as a golden time. Teffer's talking. Nobody would notice.
That's great.
I'm sorry, but I find this fucking hysterical.
It is funny. It is funny.
What flavor is it at least?
It's mixed berry fruit.
It looks like piss.
I get with the three
The
things.
three things: Susan B. Anthony.
Susan B.
Well,
Anthony.
then again, they're drinking Corona, so you know.
Oh man.
You could have fooled me. Put ice cubes in there. I would have thought it was Jameson before. You had to bring the bottle to the table.
I wanted to show the audience what I was doing with my day. I did watch Brooklyn today. It was that Irish
Was it
immigrant
good?
movie? Yeah,
Was
it
it
was.
good. That's actually the only movie on the Oscar ballot I didn't watch.
It was okay. It was a little long.
I heard great things. I heard great things.
What's that about, the Brooklyn? That's the lesbians?
No,
No, that's not the lesbians.
that's a documentary,
the,
actually.
That's the.
no.
It's an Irish immigrant who comes to New York, Brooklyn, and meets an Italian guy. His name was Tony. That's
No way.
pretty stereotypical of an
Wow.
Italian guy.
I'm gonna be honest. That movie does not sound interesting by any means.
Oh, it wasn't. But my
couldn't they give
my
him a
mother
nice-
said it was good. So
Nick, you gotta
It's-
watch Brooklyn.
It's about a nice Irish woman. It
Nice
reminds me
Irish
of your
girl.
grandmother coming
a
over
guy named Tony.
on the boat.
They should have gave him a nice Irish name like Gennaro.
Yeah, Gennaro. Gennaro Eduardo.
So before, just if we gotta touch upon that, Tom goes, Gennaro's going, well, actually, let me address something else with Nick. We're hanging out here before, and he's just wearing, just a hoodie and jeans. He goes, all right, I'm going to go change for the show. He comes out in his fucking Tony Soprano tracksuit from 2000.
I found it in my closet.
So then
I
Tom
got it for
goes,
$10
wait, we got
on
a guy
Amazon
named
Prime.
Gennaro coming here. This guy's dressed like this. We're eating fucking potato and egg heroes here on the show all night.
Sausage and peppers.
Ron's mixed up a little Big Ziti in the corner.
It smells delicious.
We did go see Paisano today, Ronnie. We got some steaks, and he gave us a
Paisano
free tray
chicken.
of chicken.
Fucking that guy, Paisano, man. I don't even understand.
we go to
Is
Sorrento's.
he like off the boat, like old school?
We asked-
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We,
I just
dude,
don't
he
know
had a
what's called.
big winter hat on today.
Yeah,
which,
he
like,
wears a
covers
hat
his ears.
like he's trekking in Siberia.
What's going on?
Like, but he's got like the butcher apron, just like bloody white apron covered in blood, really short sleeves shirt, crazy hairy
Oh,
arms.
all hair. All
Like-
hair.
Like,
Taff, he asked us to come check our meats out in person. He goes, "Oh, step into my office, Paisan." We go behind the counter we're fucking.
That's a nice cut.
You
right
want the
there.
marinade? We got the garlic marinade for you, Paisan.
well, the best is now the three of us are behind the counter, and the other guy that works there can't even get through. He's holding like a thing of food. He's like, "Are you guys done? I gotta get fucking
They're
buy
trying to
this."
work here.
And we always go there to get 2 steaks for 2 people, and then we always come back with a steak for the whole fucking week.
You could feed 4 people for 3 days.
I manage a steakhouse. I'm eating fucking steak on my days off.
It's a lot of
He
red
gave
meat.
us a whole tray of chicken.
It was like
It
a,
was
it was like
good.
it was like
It
a
was-
catering tray. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a
Really?
full-on catering tray of chicken.
It's crazy.
As long as it's quality steak.
I'm not opposed
I mean,
to
you can't
some
really
Paisano
complain. I
chicken.
wouldn't complain.
I'll tell you that much.
Sorrento's is good. They ran out of pizza though today. That was weird. There's a sign. You walk in. Sorry, we're out of pizza dough.
Well, they always run out of pizza dough.
That's crazy.
Pizza dough.
Pizza dough.
Yeah, I'd have the dough.
It's important.
All right. Anything
But,
else
I don't
going
know.
on with you guys over here, Tommy?
Tommy's always a pleasure
Oh.
to have.
What's going on? with me?
Tommy's on a little mini vacation right now. Tommy's
I guess you could say that.
that's not bad.
Or not say it.
Write it out. Write it out. True story.
It's a true story.
That is a true story. Gennaro, how's the field?
The field. No,
Any
work.
dangerous things going on?
Yeah, work's good. I mean, it's definitely one of those things that's very polarizing now amongst I guess people, depending on who you ask. But I mean, I love what I do.
They got you doing any verticals?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You know about that?
Oh, yeah.
wow.
The
Tom
Pink
knows
House.
it. Tom, Jesus,
You got to watch
Tom.
the Pink House.
Tom knows a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. That's a good
Tom's
inside
very
scoop
worldly
right there.
fellow.
That's
got
it.
a lot
Yeah,
of-
no, we do those. Luckily, I had I'm really lucky to be in an area that's actually very. It's very nice in one spot and really, really shitty in the other.
Okay.
That's like Long Beach. You
Basically,
get
no,
fucking
honestly,
guys shooting guns on the next block.
Right.
Right,
It really
right.
no, it really is a lot like Long Beach. I mean, especially in the community, like everyone, Long Beach, as you guys might know, obviously, living here and stuff like that. A lot of people that stay here kind of like congregate and hang out here. They don't really. If you live here, you kind of don't branch out and go anywhere else because like you have a lot here.
Yeah.
It's it's right here for you, and that community over there is very, very tight knit. Especially like whether it's good or bad where I'm at, but
Where are you in Brooklyn?
no, I'm in Rockaway. I'm in
Okay.
Rockaway, Queens. We deal with it's either like Bell Harbor and Breezy. When I tell people that, I'm like, yeah, I cover that. And everyone's like, oh, that's great. And I'm like, yeah, but then I have like
Craziest
Rockaway.
thing that you ever seen or did?
I
I mean, you're still kind of new,
Craziest thing-
so
I
it hasn't
mean-
been that long.
don't really want to talk about it too much, but I mean, I've seen a gunshot victim. Like I've seen a
That's
gunshot
bad.
victim right in the back. Honestly, the one thing that's really kind of like scary about the job, it's kind of just like how fucked up people are. Like
Yeah.
you see a lot. You see the worst of like some people, and not so much people who are victims, but you see a lot of like shitty people out there that get one over on someone who's like really unsuspecting. Not even like in a violent way, but a lot of scamming and a lot of people who just like they trust in people, and there's like a lot of fraud going on out there.
Identity theft and all that stuff.
Not even that, but like you got people that they don't know better. Like they just like I don't want to get into it, because like it's just I could tell you like detailed stories about it.
Pretty
but,
morbid.
Yeah, it's just it's sad. You see, and like there's really a lot of people they think like cops. They think like I mean whatever your opinion whatever your opinion is on a police officer.
I support.
No, that's cool.
Got a lot, got a
thank
lot
you.
of friends that are there. Just stay safe, guys, and
No,
So let me ask you.
appreciate
Let me
it,
ask you the
appreciate it.
$1 million question, which
Yeah.
we'll get into. That you're here because you're big into comic books and everything. Did you become a cop because I was as close to being a superhero as you could be?
In certain ways, yeah.
So-
Actually,
and that's dope as shit.
No,
Like,
actually,
as a kid,
in
you
certain
can't be
ways-
fucking Batman.
True story.
So hey, be a cop. I support it.
No, yeah, it's actually one of those things that they asked you when I first got on the job. They actually asked you to write out this whole thing about like why you
Oh, yeah?
became one. Yeah, and like I actually threw that in there. I figured it was one of those things that no one would ever read, and like apparently people did read it. And
I'll be honest. When I knew you became a cop, that was the first thing that I thought.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not trying to go out there and save the world, but there's definitely people out there that need help, and at the same time, it is there's a part of me that just likes doing it. Like I actually, I'm still relatively new to it, but I definitely, it's something that I definitely want to do.
For
For a while now and for a reason. Yeah, like for the
There you
past
go.
couple of years I've been trying to get on, and luckily, I got a good break and I got on there and everything's been going good. I'm thankful, I've been safe so far, and just, it's something that I genuinely enjoy.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice. You're a very moral man.
No, I try to
like
be.
it?
I try to be. Yeah.
You really are, though.
Thank
very-
you. Thank
no,
you,
I
Tom.
appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
let's lighten up the mood a little
All right,
bit.
yeah,
I got
yeah,
a funny story.
Okay, here we go.
Now let me ask you guys as well.
is it a
It's a true story. We're all most of us are single here at this table. Let me ask you a question, okay? You hang out with a girl. You do your thing. Or even if a girl, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you make the lights bright.
Even if a girl?
And you see the sheets. There's some fluids on the sheets. Mutual fluids.
Oh.
Mutual
Before or
fluids.
after?
On the
Fluids
sheets.
are
I got
erupting.
black sheets. I see everything. As soon as a girl leaves,
maybe
bam,
you
I
should
make
go
my
with white
lights bright.
sheets?
You have one of those
Yeah, but
UV
then you
lights?
don't know. That's the argument I'm getting at. Do you stay with the black sheets and you just got to do a good cleaning, or do you go with the white sheets and play the ignorance is bliss role? But then you're rolling around in it all the
Oh
time.
man, I don't think I've ever run into this problem.
That's what I'm asking. 'Cause I got
I
black
mean,
sheets.
I'm happily in. I'm in a relationship, but
But
like,
still, even if it's not gross,
Happily?
you see
Yeah, I mean,
things
I'm
on
okay.
there.
some people are sadly in really. I'm good. Yeah.
No, I hear you. Me too.
I don't know about the sheets. I would just
You don't clean your
whatever.
sheets?
No, I do clean my sheets, but I don't really have those issues.
No, listen,
just
I get
free-
it. I get what you're saying because sometimes
I just it's
No.
gross to me. A girl leaves my house. I got fucking cum stains all over my
Oh,
blanket.
so you-
Yeah, it's gross. Clean your sheets.
Just wash them.
Maybe just change
but
the sheets.
you say-
it's,
Or
just wash them.
it's time to
Separate,
wash
but you
those.
clean.
Yeah,
Teffy, you're
it
saying-
takes,
Once
like,
there are some kind of
you know.
stains on the sheets, I think it's time to wash them.
Especially when you're single, because you
Teffy,
don't
you're
want to get yourself in trouble.
not even that. You get that like.
Girl comes over, she sees some other things on the bed. That's a little.
Let's look at it a
You
different
guys
way
from a
here.
lonely
Oh, on
Tuesday.
the
That's
bed.
from a lonely. I missed. you
Teffer,
know,
what about the personal point of pride? You get up and you got a nice spot, and then you say, okay,
No, I caused
and
that.
then you
What
say,
did he
listen, that was me. I caused whatever happened. There's a
So it's like an
serious spot
achievement.
there.
It's like a
And you know
modern.
what?
It's like a modern art
If you
masterpiece
had,
laying on the bed.
if you had to clear,
I don't
like where
It
Take
could-
pictures of each one.
it
save
could
them.
be like the fucking Virgin Mary picture on the fucking black sheets, and you never know if you the white sheets. The girl leaves, you said, "Oh, that didn't go
It's like
out
when
well."
you get the potato chip that's shaped on like a celebrity's head.
Exactly, you never know on the white sheet.
Yeah, but then you wind up biting and it jams into your gum. So it's like kind of like if you don't.
okay,
Mister.
So it seems nice at the surface, but it wound up coming back to just hurt you. You know,
Well,
I
if you-
definitely would
Moral
watch
story is: do you stick with the black sheets and clean them, or the white ones and just?
If
not
you have your own washer, if you have your own washer dryer,
I don't. I only
you gotta go with
I
the
only
black.
do my laundry once a week.
Then you gotta go white.
mean,
it. The old if you
if you're
can't see it,
having-
it's not there thing, right?
If you're
Yeah.
having consistent sex, I would change your sheets maybe once
gotta
every
change
4
the
I mean,
sheets.
I would
maybe-
change the sheets if
change
you
the
could.
sheets.
I would
It's a little
change the
personal.
sheets if you consistently sleep in the bed. I mean, like,
Yeah, maybe
that's
maybe
just
just
a kind
have,
of like
have
a
more
hygiene.
than one pair of sheets.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I forgot my
Do you have-
initial question.
Or
was.
just.
Do you have more than one pair of sheets?
I think it was black or white sheets.
I don't know where I was going.
I mean, to be
with
fair, I mean, you could literally like the middle of the day just throw them in the wash. You don't even have to change them; just wash them and put them back.
that. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
Hand wash them, you're saying?
no, throw them in the washing machine. Fuck
Okay.
yeah, they can't.
Maybe hand wash.
Tom's out there with a fucking toothbrush.
I don't know. What's
Tev, I heard you talking about that
you
you could
wash a dryer. I
He's
don't
hanging
know.
out there like the scene.
you
from
can
It
hear
with
your
the clowns,
landlord
like, in the
upstairs,
sheet
so
and
She's
shit.
got
like
him hanging
crystal
over the
clear.
fucking balcony.
Crystal clear. They
So
hear
when
everything.
you're indulging in some adult activities,
They
they're
hear
they're
everything.
definitely.
I'm saying in my new
home?
apartment, I
Or-
have drop ceilings in my bedroom.
Oh, God.
And I could hear them in my kitchen perfectly. Like I hear their house phone ring. I can hear them talking. So I'm like, when I'm downstairs doing whatever I'm doing, do they hear it? And
They
their
have
kids
to.
are all
They
young,
have
like
to.
in
Oh,
high
So you're
school.
saying it's kind of
This,
hot.
this,
You want
this,
to you
that.
want to know what's going
No,
on.
it freaks me the fuck out because the
Is that
mom's
what's
like the
happening, no?
nicest lady ever, and she smiles at me
So
when
it's
I
even
leave
better.
the house, and I'm thinking she's just like, she's a nice lady. But I'm like, I wonder if she's heard things.
It's a family that lives upstairs.
The dad, they're separated. The dad doesn't live there.
Oh,
So no
God.
So
kids?
do you ever
No,
hear the
it's
do you ever hear the mom having
the
sex in the
kids.
kitchen?
She's grabbing a sandwich out of the refrigerator.
And she
I don't get it. Yeah, that's.
No, did you ever see the episode?
fucking-
You ever see the episode of Seinfeld where they're having sex in the kitchen and George reaches up to the counter and grabs a roast beef sandwich? You never saw that?
oh yeah, and she turns the TV
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are sick.
So you're saying I'm not hearing my landlord fucking? I'm hearing her getting a sandwich in the middle of the
No,
night.
both. She might be doing both, having sex.
Who
in
eats
the-
a sandwich during sex? Tony Soprano?
He might.
I mean,
he's eating the gabagool. You know what I'm saying?
He's eating the paisano chicken.
oh man.
So anyway,
I got the text from Allie Halley. She's en route.
in round.
So we are doing White Girl Jeopardy today,
We're
which
gonna
is going to be
redo
good.
it.
Cool.
Okay.
We tried doing it last time, and again we couldn't even
Yeah.
finish. it.
We got some good
I
questions.
thought she was half Puerto Rican or something. It doesn't
Who?
really matter.
Oh,
Allie Halley, she is definitely not Puerto Rican.
I don't know. I'm terrible with the races. I don't know.
If it ain't white, they all look the same, huh, Tom? Wow.
Wow.
That's
That's fucked up. It's definitely a.
I don't look at things by color, guys. I don't know.
so we're gonna take our first break. We're gonna come back. Me and Janelle are gonna shoot the shit about some comic book movies, Batman vs Superman, Marvel, and some other good
Yeah, I
stuff.
might sprinkle in a couple of the Academy Award winners or something like that. 'Cause I watched a couple movies. I actually thought Creed
Nick's
was,
proud of himself.
Creed was
Yeah.
fantastic. I thought,
Creed-
and,
Creed-
and Spotlight I loved too.
Spotlight was
That
excellent.
fucking
I didn't watch it.
It's very good.
It's
It's very
long, but it
good.
was good. But
Yeah.
we'll see you back here in about 2 minutes.
Right?
Which in our time is 30 minutes.
The one on the flamboyant temper, just toss that ham in the frying pan like spam. Done when I come and slam.
All right, welcome back to Table Talk. We're gonna talk a little movie stuff, right?
Movies.
Batman came out last
Friday.
week, I believe, right?
Yeah,
and there was
Friday.
a big
This
big
Friday.
hype for this one because
Beyond hype.
At the same
Beyond
time,
hype.
was
oh,
it
man.
was like they filmed it like 2 years ago or something?
Yeah.
It's actually supposed to come out last year. And
It was
they pushed
supposed to come out
back.
last
Yeah.
summer, and then they push it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's editing this one? Vinny Chase.
Vinny Chase is editing
Vinny
it.
Chase is doing this.
Well, he
Guy
was the
locked up-
cameo as Aquaman. in-
Yeah, you should have. Honestly, that would have made the whole thing worth it.
But yeah, I want to have Gennaro on the show tonight because anybody that's from East Meadow knows Gennaro's the comic book guy, the movie guy, and I always love talking to Jared because I know he has a very genuine opinion about all that stuff, and I like movies and stuff myself. So I know we could always have some heated debates sometimes,
of
or
course.
Who
you
doesn't
know,
like a good movie?
a good movie. But this one, I think we have pretty fucking mutual feelings on this
Yeah,
one.
it's-
I was let down, man.
I mean,
you
listen.
tell me how your experience was.
Okay, listen. I mean, anyone, like you said, anyone that knows me, huge comic book guy. And Batman vs Superman is that movie that was just when it was announced because Man of Steel was one of those movies that a lot of people were split on.
I liked it.
I did too, and I'm a big Superman fan. A lot of people didn't like the whole, dark. It was just a very, very different take on Superman as far as movies go. Everyone's so used to Christopher Reeve, and say what you will about Brandon Routh at Superman Returns.
Not to cut you up, but I think they kept it that way in tone because we're coming right after the Nolan movies.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
And he did produce. He produced Man of Steel. Batman vs Superman is one of those movies. Like, all right. I try to go into a movie. A lot of people have a lot of the preconceived. You kind of let how you already think it's going to be. If you're really overhyped, you have that huge chance of being let down. And if you kind of go into thinking this movie's going to be complete dog shit, you might come out being like, wow, it actually wasn't that bad. And this movie's a movie that, when we looked at when we said before when it was hyped. I mean, I've been waiting, my whole life for a movie like this, and. I was very underwhelmed because I really wanted to like the movie.
Really wanted it to be good.
Yeah, I really wanted it to be good. I don't think it's nearly as bad as a lot of critics have.
I'm gonna go see it again Friday.
I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
The second time. It's either you're going to enjoy it more the second time or you're really going to...
Or really dismiss it.
You know what? I do enjoy the movie, but it's... there's a commercial for it right behind us right now.
I mean, put it this way. It's financially, it's fucking successful.
Oh, yeah, and
that's all that they care about.
I mean, yeah, in China, they eat up, the Transformers movies. Those movies domestically, they make good money, but, what they're doing is overseas. And, let's be real. The first Transformers movie was awesome.
It was decent,
considering what it was.
But the rest went to shit.
Yeah, exactly. And they're horrendous.
But they make money. So
who's in that? Shia LaBeouf?
He was in the first three, and they got Marky Mark to do
Who
a
I didn't
Bud Light
mind.
commercial
But
in
every
the
movie,
middle of it.
Tell your mother I said hello.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's a Transformer. Oh, wait. Now what am I doing?
Guys, we found a Transformer.
Guys, there's a Transformer. Right, he goes, it's a Transformer.
Yeah. It's oh, man. It's cringeworthy.
I was waiting for it to just go, your mother's a robot, your sister's a robot, your father's a robot. That's all I was waiting for him to do. The whole fucking movie. Just look at the camera and be like, bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean...
Or Ted just scrolls out there and so robots.
Yeah,
look at that.
No, yeah. But I mean, it was...
Did you wear the shirt, Gennaro? Did you wear the Superman shirt?
You know what? I actually didn't. The first time I saw it with my mom, and the second time I saw it...
I was hoping you were going to say you did. Because I remember
I
was waiting online for Star Wars, and I saw you walking out.
Oh, yeah. I had
I
thought I was going to see fucking Gennaro in an Ewok costume.
Yeah, no. I was packing for that movie, too, because, honestly, today's day and age, you can't...
Really?
Yeah, I brought both pieces on me. Yeah, screw
Really?
that. I was not going to let some idiot take me out before I saw Star Wars. It's just not going to happen.
The kid's fucking packed.
It's not
Star Wars.
It's not going to happen.
For real?
Yeah, swear to God.
Holy, if someone stopped to get popcorn, next to the
I would.
movie,
I mean,
sit down.
Yeah, no. I mean,
No, that's
seriously,
the first thing I've heard that made sense to me.
No, because
I'll be honest, because I saw fucking Whiskey Tango Sour with 3 people in the theater the other day, and the whole time I'm watching, I'm like,
What the hell is
fuck.
that?
It's the one with what's her name?
Oh, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey.
Is that a new drink at Bricks?
wow.
Whiskey
So we
Tango
know that.
Sour.
So we at least
No.
know that 3 people saw that movie.
My point is,
Susan B. Anthony drinks.
there was
Whiskey.
there was
It always comes back to the 3.
Why is it always 3
It
things?
always comes back to
there was 6 people in the movie theater, and if it wasn't for the
6. All right.
fucking reclining seats distracting me the whole time, it was either the seats or the fear of someone coming in and shooting the place up that I was thinking about.
They're not gonna
Where'd
take
you go
6
see this?
people.
The
They're
Green
gonna go-
Acres Mall or something?
No, it was
I saw Con Air there.
this was Lowe's 10. It was
I actually saw that.
Where's
Hempstead?
Where's
Remember
Lowe's
that movie with
9?
Liam Neeson?
Why is
Remember
it
The
10?
Haunting?
Yes.
I saw that
that's
movie there.
Levittown, I believe.
years
Okay.
ago.
Yeah.
It was the biggest mistake I ever made because me and my cousin wanted to
It was a
go
good
see.
movie, by the way. It wasn't
which
that
one?
bad.
What movie?
The one I was talking
Oh,
about.
Whiskey
I don't
Tango
remember the name,
Foxtrot?
but it was decent.
I'll check it out. That's like a
Clearly,
it
it left a lasting impression on you. You didn't even know
Yeah.
the fucking title of the movie.
There was good music on it. It had a good soundtrack. A lot of old school hip hop. It wasn't bad.
okay.
Like Dope. I mean, let's just deter away from the
Right.
Batman vs Superman real quick. But the movie Dope.
I watched that last week.
It is an awesome.
I liked it a
movie.
lot.
That
I really liked it.
I really loved
That's the
movie.
one with all the white kids, right?
That's a great description.
Fuck, wrong. I watched Dope.
Dope
Netflix
was
a few weeks
Dope
ago.
was, for lack of a better
I
term, it was
liked it a lot.
dope. It was
I
actually
liked it a lot.
really good. I actually really loved it because you said soundtrack, old school hip hop, and it just
It was good.
really.
They're like 90s kids.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. And but what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
So Batman, Superman. So did anybody here besides me and Gennaro see Batman,
No,
Superman?
but this
No.
is, I want to ask you a
No, I
question.
can't say
Yeah.
that.
Okay, yeah.
I don't
Because
know
Nick's
why.
been driving himself crazy with this right
Ask
here.
away.
And it just,
I mean, are we going spoiler route on the show? Or
Yeah, we're going spoiler right. So
We're
if you
going
haven't
spoiler
seen the
route.
movie, stop watching.
I was a
right
big
Yeah.
fan of Christian Bale as Batman.
You
was
were?
too.
Or you weren't?
I was.
Yeah, I mean,
and
yeah,
if
he-
Christian Bale would have been in this one, I might have already seen it. I don't know. Just something about this doesn't make sense. Like Superman versus Batman, but they're too good.
Well, Gennaro, explain how it was based
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Dark Knight
I don't.
Returns.
Isn't it like
It's
a
based
DC
on the
and
Dark
then
Knight
Here's
Returns.
and it's very. They take a lot of elements from different comic book stories in the past, and these are two characters with 75 years of like mythos and like lore, and like there's really so much content you could pull from. Every Batman fan seems to really love Dark Knight Returns. It's like very, very. It brought Batman back to like the darkness, dark and gritty. Very violent, brutal, and that's Frank Miller for you. Frank Miller's the guy who wrote like Sin City. He wrote 300. He's just he's a very big Batman fan, but his Batman's kind of like wonky. Like he's had some recent stories that didn't do so well, and the movie itself, like you said, Nick. This is where I go into how I felt about the movie. As a comic book fan, there's a lot to behold and there's a lot to really like about it. But I'm of the opinion the movie had all the right pieces, but it just
Didn't put it together.
I even said in my review, I wrote it up on Facebook, and like it's a movie that really throws everything to the wall and just sees what sticks. And it's a shame because I hate to make the comparison to Marvel, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But like at the end of the day, people are like, oh, Marvel movies are for kids, and DC's trying to go the darker route. But at the end of the day, just make a good movie. If you make a good movie, people will appreciate it so much more. Because you know what? Marvel didn't even touch the peak of what it's able to do when Dark Knight was rocking and rolling. That's $1 billion franchise right there. So, I mean, like, for them to have the opinion that, they got to catch up to Marvel, it's like, why? They made the $1 billion success first. Sure. They had Batman. I mean, Batman Begins was lukewarm because Batman and Robin was the last Batman movie that had come out. So people were kind of like, but once they realized it was a serious and it was a good movie.
Was that the one with Mr. Freeze, Batman and Robin?
Right, yeah.
Stay cool.
God.
That was
Chill.
What
not good.
what a wonderfully shit movie. When I watched that movie, I actually love it.
I watched it last week. It was on like the night before I went to go see Batman Superman.
Uma Thurman in that too?
Yeah, it's terrible.
She
It's
Poison
Ivy.
Yeah, oh god.
But let me now that we talk about that, this was my biggest issue I think with Batman Superman. Not my biggest, but one of them. I don't know if it's because we just came off, like I said, 3 great Batman movies with Nolan, but to me, and it had the same effect as in Batman and Robin, I couldn't get into Ben Affleck as Batman because I think he was too famous for the role. Just like George Clooney, all I saw in Batman and Robin, I didn't see Bruce Wayne, I didn't see Batman. I saw George Clooney in a Batman movie.
Well, the thing about George Clooney, it's
you know what I'm saying?
It's
I thought Ben
100%
Affleck was
I agree with
too famous for that.
What's very strange is, like, you see, I now, conversely, I actually really liked Ben Affleck.
Not that it was bad, but I couldn't believe it.
Fair enough. There's a lot of actors that are, all right, George Clooney, that I think was his second motion picture, actually.
But he was huge at the time.
Well, because of ER. And
right.
he did, his first movie was From Dusk Till Dawn. I don't know if he did like Solaris or Out of Sight in between Batman and Robin.
Out of Sight came out the same year, 97.
So there you go. So he was just making his breakout into, motion pictures. And, Ben Affleck in the role, I will say, like, Christian Bale is, some people really miss him. But, when they're separating the universes, you don't want to throw, I mean, Christian Bale made it known that he's done with these movies. Like, he didn't want to do another Batman
Well, he
movie.
definitely tried to differentiate from the normal.
Yeah,
That's
which is
without a
good.
doubt. I just don't think Affleck was casted
But
right
these are
because he was too well known of a face.
And that's fine. I actually was one of the people that really thought Ben Affleck wasn't going to be able to pull it off. And then, I thought about it, and I was like, he'd be a very good Bruce Wayne, which he is. In the movie, he's actually very good. And even in the Batman costume. But, like, the issues with the movie, like, I really don't even think any of the acting besides Jesse Eisenberg, which is another.
I was going to ask that because I asked him about that.
God, he's just.
He only knows how to play one type.
And the thing is, I really can't even say it's Jesse Eisenberg's fault because I don't mind him. No, but you know what? They promise so much. Like, this is a movie that's like, now they're promising Justice League's gonna be so awesome and all this. I'm like, you've been promising us a lot and you've been letting us down. And it's. And Zack Snyder is also that. Like, I'm a fan.
He's a visual director. He's not a storytelling.
I love Zack Snyder.
He's not
I really
a storytelling director.
Who's that now?
He's a director.
And he did 300, Watchmen.
Yeah, and he's
a visual director.
Visually, he's really he's got Larry Fong as a DP, and that's a director of photography. Don't get dirty about it, but he's got.
I think you bring this industry jargon.
I know Vinny Chase the directed Pablo Escobar, and
that was actually Billy Walsh, but
whatever.
Medellin,
Medellin.
But no, but the movie, and like Nick, like you asked before, they're two good guys, and the thing is, the reason why this matchup was so marketable, and I guess
they've never been in a movie together.
They've never been in a movie together, but to make it a versus movie, I just really feel it misses the point of these two characters. When they fought in the comics,
there was no in the movie. There was no backstory.
They're best friends who, like, both of them don't want to be there, and they're in that moment they're opposing each other. These are two guys who have like fought like obviously not actual, but like it's fictional, but like wars together. Like these guys have been like they're battle buddies. They're friends. They respect each other, and in the comic they fight, and that's where that heart is. That's where you're like, oh my god, this is such a great thing. Because they have years of history together. Now I understand. That's why I don't think it's a good movie in this respect, because like, in this regard, because
they have no history.
Yeah, you're watching a movie and it's like they're asking you to be like, oh, but you already know who Batman and Superman is. Yeah, but you know what? In the context of this movie, they don't know each other at all. They literally say one line to each other each,
right?
And then about a half hour later they fight.
There's no build up to
in
it.
like in regular costume they meet?
They meet
both one each.
One each.
Yeah.
I mean, they speak, but I don't like. I mean, at that point, I think Clark knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman, but at that point, like Bruce Wayne has no idea Clark is. But it doesn't matter because these are two characters who have so much. Like, you mean to tell me that you're going to show us like 5 dream sequences in this movie, but you can't flesh out character development between the two of them?
Like the reason they want to fight is just thrown out of complete nowhere. Like basically, what happens is Lex Luthor kidnaps Superman's mom and goes, "Well, I'm going to kill her unless you kill Batman." Like has nothing to do with the previous 2 hours that you just watched. Like, it's like you're going to go fight just for the sake of it.
Not to mention,
but like you said, what is like the character development is
no,
like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what Gennaro said. There's no build up to it. It's not like they were friends, like and they're pitted against each other. It's just out of nowhere. Just
and
hey,
I
we're gonna
agree
fight.
with what you're saying. That probably would make it for a more interesting,
Right, there's
detailed
no
movie,
emotional,
But
like-
at the end of the day, it's that kind of movies about fucking fight scenes and fucking.
But it wasn't.
around
Their fight was
flying
10
and
minutes
You know what?
long.
The fight, but you know what? And
That was it.
Here's the thing, though. It's a lot of times like I see people saying like, "Oh, who cares about this? Who cares that you want to go there and check your brain at the door?" But you know what? Like, at the same time, a movie when you throw $200 million at it,
right?
I mean, it could be shit. It could be great. It could be whatever. It could be a modern art masterpiece. It could be popcorn fun. But at the same time, like, don't insult the audience with like. It's either a lot of people are defending the movie, saying like, oh, but I could put that together. It's like no. The cleverness in movies, I feel personally, is like I like to figure things out myself. It's a mystery, but at the same time, if you're telling a story, tell the fucking story. Like don't let people put it together because there's so many fan theories out there, and there's so many people willing to pick it apart. And that is the fun in movies. Like don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say all movies should just be straightforward to the point. But when you're building a universe, like that's what DC's trying to do. They're trying to build. They have a Justice League movie coming out literally next year. It's already filming.
They start filming it next month. Yeah,
I thought it was already filming.
Yeah, April they said.
Well, either way, the movie's coming out next year. This time next year, there will be a Justice League movie.
Who's
theaters.
in that?
It's going to be Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman,
Cyborg,
Aquaman, Flash, and
Flash.
Aquaman. Yeah, and
Vinny Chase is playing on.
Yeah, for the fucking time. I feel like they should have done that just to be like. Just
I mean, they
do it.
cast someone who actually looks nothing like the comic book version.
Right.
So, I mean, if they're going to do that, they might as well cast someone with brunette. I mean, I like that he's Polynesian. but
Now, let me ask you this. Again, going back to like Dark Knight Returns, I feel like they took scenarios and just flipped it for characters, and they kept certain elements. Like they kept it. Okay, so again, Superman dies, but then in that one, Batman dies.
well, no, he fakes his death.
He
At
fakes
the
his
end,
death, right? He's got the
alive,
fake
yeah.
heart attack. So the way
doesn't
I
he
thought,
see Alfred at the end and the different
That's Dark
parts?
Knight Rises. Yeah, that's
to me,
Rises.
Jeffrey Arns, that was completely underused. He was in 2 scenes. Like that was pointless to even have him in the fucking movie.
Yeah, Jeremy
Michael
Irons-
Caine, like,
But
he
was
was
great.
Alfred.
But again, but
And
that's
he gave him the pep
I was
talk.
gonna ask you,
see,
Blair.
that's
Michael Caine was a great Alfred.
But he even gave him the
Well, no,
pep
you know what,
talks.
Jeremy-
Like, he
Jeremy
was
Irons-
he was pivotal to the plot.
Jeremy Irons though was great in the role,
But he wasn't pivotal
He
to the
wasn't.
plot.
But the problem is again with
It
this
tries to
movie,
do too much.
It's too much. Like it really is. Like there's all these dream sequences and this like I guess they're trying to do some sort of exposition with Batman. But like you know what, Zack Snyder I've realized is the kind of guy that glosses over the big picture and the things that really need detail, and he adds a lot of detail to things that don't fucking matter.
Yeah, they don't flesh out.
It's like
either.
why should we watch a literally like 50-second scene of this dude walking through the freaking the cornfields to go to his parents' grave, and then like a bat creature comes out and like grabs him? Like
No point.
There's
Okay.
no point.
I
to
got-
that.
all right,
serve the
just-
story.
In that regard, we know about Batman.
Just
We
out of
know,
curiosity,
like,
this is coming from someone that has really, not a lot of knowledge of comics or
Yeah.
DC and Marvel. This is like fucking Chinese to me. But
Shish.
and when I'm listening to the argument, and it sounds interesting, it's foreign language, but is there coming from people that are really fans, because there's a lot of ups and downs? Is there really? Can you point to like a modern like comic book movie that you thought was done in your opinion how you truly wanted it to be in your opinion of that comic book? I'm saying like
Winter
everyone's
Soldier.
gonna- I mean,
Winter
everyone's
Soldier.
gonna have an
It's the
opinion.
interpretation.
I would say-
Obviously,
Yeah,
that's my point.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys are passionate about it.
You
And I
know what?
understand you're going to want what you,
You know
want.
what? I will
and it's hard to do. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to please everyone.
I love Winter
People-
Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier
okay,
was great.
for instance, Marvel's taking a lot of liberties with its properties. Not everything's exactly comic book accurate, which again, you know, it depends on who you're asking. There's a lot of people that will be like, "Oh, it's not comic book accurate. It sucks." But then there's people who don't care. Most people don't like comic books. Let's
Right.
be real.
Like
Most people-
Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
was-
that movie sucks.
was
Like,
terrible.
It's that
Green
they don't
Lantern
like it. They don't
sucks.
know it necessarily.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't know.
They
They
just
don't care.
pissed
They
on the
just-
source material.
They
Yeah.
watch the movie and they're like, this movie sucks, and that's it. That's what they know about it, you know.
Right.
And a movie. All right, for instance, let's go with the Dark Knight trilogy since we've been using
Sure.
that as an example. The Dark Knight trilogy is, I wouldn't say a far cry from the comics, but
it's
a
not
very
faithful.
It's not faithful.
Right.
It
It's a
borrows,
new take on it.
It borrows a lot of things and it makes it a very grounded. I mean, I know there's fantastical elements of the movie and that's expected. You know, it's gonna. You're not everything in the movie.
It
is
seemed
100%
more
factual.
realistic, though,
But
compared
it
to
seemed
lasers and,
yeah, it seemed
you know,
more realistic. And you know,
things.
and people were talking in this movie about, oh yeah, Ben Affleck does great. You know, this Batman does some serious detective work, and I'm like, why? He like sent a couple emails to Wonder Woman, and like,
I said the same thing.
Like, I mean, if he was such a great detective, couldn't he like? Because the movie itself in Batman vs Superman, it leads you to believe that the world hates Superman. Like the movie spends a lot of time. At the very end of the movie, it's like, oh, so many people are like, oh, we miss Superman. I'm like,
Right.
you know what?
Like, they addressed that in Man of Steel.
But they addressed all the stuff of people hating him or like being scared of him in Man of Steel. The thing is, it's just like, you know what? If you really wanted me to buy that this world misses him and loves him, like maybe you should have spent a couple of more minutes instead of dream sequences showing him doing. I mean, he does the Superman things. He swoops in and saves people, but like it's almost met with like there's one scene where people are like praising him almost like
Right,
you know,
right.
and it's pretty. It's you know again it doesn't stand out. The flow of the movie was just a mess. But I know it sounds like we're shitting on it, but there is a lot of cool things in
There's
the
some
movie.
cool-
But you know, though,
It's not
that's
terrible.
That's not uncommon to a movie. In my trying to bring something I can be relevant with, it's not uncommon to a movie that was originally a very popular book, or it could be the
Right.
fucking Dragon Girl
Yeah,
tattoo
yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
People that have a lot of passion in the book beforehand, it's almost PC to say you hate the fucking movie. It didn't match up with the book, and like
Yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah,
it's one of those things where
You're right,
It
you're
has
right.
It's extremely loosely adapted.
your preconceived notions almost tend to be that way because it's hard to meet
Well, that's
that
why-
criteria when you love something first originally in a different form
Right.
to translate to the screen it's tricky.
Well, that's why-
There's a million
well,
different
that's-
factors that get you to that
That's
medium.
actually why I view the movie as a comic book fan. Like I always when I go into a movie, at the end of the day, I'm watching a movie. Now, if I love comic books, that's just an added bonus. If it's something based on a comic book, that's awesome. But at the end of the day, it's like, did I enjoy the movie? You know, is it a movie that's good? You know, because at the end of the day, if I want to just like, oh, you know what? Then go and read the comics, man. If you don't like it, you know, just
sure.
go home and I'm not saying you shouldn't have a movie. You know, you get excited for a movie, you really hope it does the comics justice. But the Dark Knight trilogy is very, very like, you know, Gotham City in the comics is dark, has the neon colors, the freaking zeppelins in the sky, all the lights. You know, he's whipping around on the grappling hook. I think Batman and Batman Begins used it once, but like there's a lot of elements. But you know what? At the end of the day, like even when there's those dialogue scenes with Harvey Dent, the Joker, Ra's al Ghul in the first one, even with Bane, you know, the movies were good, and that's why people,
loved all
that's
three
why
of
people
them.
went to go see.
I
them.
hated Maggie Gyllenhaal, and I don't
Oh,
like
she's,
her at all.
I mean,
Katie
she's-
Holmes
She was
such
better than
a,
Katie Holmes. No, she was better
What?
than Katie
She's
Holmes.
a better
I
actress.
just, she
Well,
has,
in
she has one
general,
of
she's
those
better.
faces I
Actually,
just want to punch.
I would never in a million years believe that Bruce Wayne was sweating her though. Like I would never
Yeah,
in a
true.
million
She's
years
not
sweat her.
attractive, but I liked her in the movie.
She was a good actress.
You know what I was just thinking
What's
about?
that cowboy movie? She's good in that one.
Oh, that's Crazy Hard.
Crazy Hard.
That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
fantastic
She's good
fight.
at
I saw
Crazy
that
Hard.
once.
I've seen
I
that
gotta
a
watch
couple
that again.
times.
I gotta
She's
watch
very
it.
good. there.
Crazy
Jeff
Hard.
Bridges.
Jeff
Yeah.
Bridges is beautiful. Good movie.
Yeah.
Great
The
film.
restaurant bridges?
Smoky or not? Smoky.
So,
Oh, so I wanted to ask one question. Gennaro, you're a big comic book guy
Yeah,
and stuff.
We've established
Ben
that.
Affleck
Yeah.
played Daredevil.
okay.
True story.
And he played Batman. Is that the first time that's ever happened where a guy?
No, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans played the Human Torch, Fantastic Four, and then he played now he's Captain America. The
crossover? okay,
And
okay, okay.
Ryan Reynolds was actually Green Lantern, and then he's
And
Deadpool.
I forgot about that.
J.K.
yeah,
Simmons.
Deadpool.
J.K. Simmons was actually
That's
J.
right.
Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man. Now he's
JK.
playing Commissioner Gordon in Justice League. So
He is. I read that.
Oh, the
so,
commish.
I mean, they're going around these dirty little hookers. You know,
Crossing
they're going
lines.
around.
Gennaro, you're
Fucking
definitely going to dress
mingling.
up for Justice League, right?
No, man.
Come on.
No, I don't-
Gennaro's going full flash.
I
for
go
that.
to Comic Con and
Do you
I'll dress
really?
up. Yeah, I
Is
love
it
Comic
dope?
Con.
Dude, what-
I've always thought about doing it.
Gennaro,
Comic-Con's
there's a
fun,
girl
man.
from East Meadow that
Do you
does
wear
all
your-
that
do you
stuff.
wear your pistol when you go to
Joanna,
Comic-Con?
I see her on Facebook. She dresses up as
I don't
just
know.
super.
I don't know. She's probably really good at it. I mean, listen,
Oh,
I know. I actually know a girl.
I'd like to check it out.
I know a
eventually.
girl, Jess, that she's like really into her cosplay, but like it's you know.
Do you think they fuck each other wearing those things?
Apparently,
Absolutely.
I don't
Like,
know.
that's like
At least a few of them
fetishes.
do.
No.
They have
I don't
to.
know. I don't know if this is a.
Listen, if you saw some hot chick dressed as Psylocke, come on.
I mean, no.
You're gonna
I don't know
approach
who that
her.
is. Wow.
She's from East Meadow. I don't know. I
She dresses
follow her on
That's a good
Instagram.
Wonder Woman costume. It's probably one of the better ones I've ever seen. Best ones I've ever
She
seen.
goes to Comic Con and like dresses.
Well,
like
yo,
that
you know what?
and
More power to you. When I see-
They have comic
You know what it is?
orgies. They
I
definitely
take
do.
well.
They definitely.
I'm gonna get there. When I go to Comic Con,
Like
I actually go
furries,
there, and
you
there's
know,
actually
furries.
a
Is there a
lot of
separate
cool,
convention room
But
for
there's
that?
costumes. There's costumes
Yes,
that
the
look.
adult room.
There's costumes that look like movie quality. I'm like, damn, you spent thousands. But apparently, my
Viking
friend
Quest.
Chris told me about this. This is an after party after Comic Con.
Right.
Apparently, shit gets. I've never been.
Isn't that
I don't
funny
know
to
if
say?
it's true.
I went to this Comic Con after party.
You know what though?
Shit got crazy.
You know what? 10 years ago though.
We read the whole series, bro.
You know what's funny though is like 10 years ago, it's kind of funny how people, you know, comic book movies definitely put comic books.
Party
in a
tends to end by 10 because my mom has a big interview in the morning. Mom comes downstairs like PBJs and milk. Mom, with my friends, this is the after party. Keep it down, Jeffrey.
Oh man. No, but you know, it's
I just see that like 40 nerds down there drinking the
Mom, I'm
punch.
working.
I'm with my friends, Mom. I don't care, Jeffrey. You know that's happened too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, of
welcome.
course. I mean-
welcome to the Comic Con after party.
I mean, I go
I'm
to like you know what it
Jeffrey.
is. I come into like a comic book store and you know every week I buy stuff.
What was the one that used to be on Front Street? That's where I used to
Eastwood
go all the
Avenue?
time.
Comic
I
Stop?
still
The
go.
Comic Stop?
I
Comic
still
Stop,
the book
I
stop. The
believe.
book
Comic
stop.
Stop.
They also
Book
sold
stop. They
book
closed
stop.
now.
No,
A lot of baseball cards as well.
What was the Chinese guy who used to work there?
It was a baseball trader
He owns the
also.
one in Hicksville.
What was his
It's
name?
true. Peter.
Peter. That dude, I used to go in there all the time.
He's awesome. He's actually
All the
he's a
time.
good friend of mine.
'Cause I used to live right in the Meadows on
I
Front
s-
Street.
Yeah, you like yeah,
right in the
yeah,
Meadows.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So I mean, I used to live around the corner. I live
Right,
in Glenmore
I
right
know.
there. But I actually went there, and then he actually I went there from when I was a little kid up until I was about like
I used
15.
to ride my bike there.
And then he closed up, and he told me, he's like, listen, I'm opening a store in Hicksville. And it was right around the time I started driving. So I was actually able to go to like Stewart Avenue in Hicksville, and he's still there. And he's a good dude, you know. I mean, he knows his stuff. And if you're ever looking for stuff, like anything older, he'll
You guys
find
are
it,
on a
you know.
first name basis?
Yeah.
Peter.
Peter.
Oh, like
but-
us in Paisan.
Yeah, you guys are
You got your chicken guy, we got
99
the comic
for
guy.
But I mean,
Yeah,
it's
baseball
just,
cards there.
it's just so
a
it's
little
it's
bit
just
of
so
that.
interesting going into a
Tri-County
comic book
Flea
store.
Market.
You
and
get a
like,
King Griffey Jr. rookie card, Upper Deck. The
I
original.
bought an
Get a
Animaniacs
Beckett's
t-shirt
book.
there.
Get a Beckett's book and check all the prices of the
Absolutely.
cards you get.
Yeah, it's the stigma behind comic books is like, you know, you ever watch.
I haven't
40
read a comic in a long time.
Well,
I'll
I'm
be
saying
honest.
if you watch like 40-year-old version, that's actually kind of sheds light on it.
That's
just-
straight line.
It's pretty funny. That's messed up. He's not here to defend
Hey,
himself.
pretty lady. the weird. That's
But
straight.
yeah, the funny thing is, I'll go into a comic book store and it's like really, it's almost like sometimes you get these looks, like I'll get these looks, like I don't belong. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, yeah, it's
like
weird.
in there from like other people in
Yeah,
there.
from like other people. They're like kind of like, you know, I'll be talking shop with like you know with like the owner. Or someone
Wait,
who
are you
runs
dressed
it,
as a
and,
cop when you go in there?
Like, no, I
They're
go
like,
in
oh
there.
wait,
checking.
what's going on here? This guy looks like he may have gotten laid in the like 6 months.
No.
something's here.
he has facial hair.
What is happening?
You know, you joke around like that. It's really funny seeing how far it's come because these movies, you know,
You're
a
like the
lot
only
of
dude
people,
there with muscles. He could be our Thor for our Justice League play.
for
we're
our
doing.
crew, yeah, our cosplay. We're going out
My church is doing a Justice League play.
doing the Laird like
That's
in
one of those
freaking
good
role
parishes,
models. I'll be
that's
like,
Right, I watch from us.
yeah,
It's a
role
great
models.
parish.
You know he loves being the most manly guy in the comic stop.
Yo, yeah, it's
gotta
just, you
love
know,
it.
it really is. You know,
Is
what
that
it
a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
Well, I mean-
but you know what it is? It's just it goes to show you that like not so many, and it's become like, you know, I have a lot of friends who didn't really know much about comic books, and now they're the ones reaching out to me like, hey, who's this and who's that? And I get really into it, and like I kind of like I
Your
recommend
Facebook blows up.
It's you know it's
Generic
it's,
Andreas stats that says comic, and I was like, "What about it, bro? Like,
Yeah, it's-
which one are you
But
reading?"
you know what?
man?
That's you know, this is a kid. I mean, you're talking to a kid who, like, you know, like, I never got really picked on or anything. You know,
Nah.
you're in high school and you're middle school. People say shit, but like, it was always that thing that was kind of like, oh, you're into that. You're
You
into
did
that.
wear
and
a
now,
Venom T-shirt all
and-
the time.
What's
though.
up?
You did wear a Venom T-shirt.
Oh, I wore a lot of T-shirts
all the time.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I
Did you have that Punisher one with the?
I did.
the
Yeah, I
skull
remember
on it?
that.
I
Yeah,
did.
that's-
I had that. I had a Spider-Man. I had a lot of shirts.
Thornton,
And you know what the
Thornton
thing
had
is,
the
though?
Green Lantern
Look
one.
how
Remember
you see
that?
how he's laughing though. People laughed, but then like as I
Nah,
got
that
older,
was, like, the thing
now
then.
now it's like people embrace it. It's almost like, oh shit, this movie comes out, and people like up to the point
Yeah.
where like someone like Tooch will freaking like ask me about stuff. You know what I mean? Like
He went places.
Tucci?
That guy slapped me in the
He
face
started-
on New Year's Eve.
I remember that.
Then Panda
You know,
went
he's a
after him.
superhero now too. The janitor.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is, you know. But like, I mean, he's a good dude. He's a good friend of mine. But no, it's just, you know, it's really. it's kind of cool to see how far in pop culture. I mean, these characters, they're obviously getting movies made about them for a reason. You know, they're a part of. Like, I don't know anyone that doesn't know who Superman is or Batman is or Spider-Man is. You have to throw like
Spider-Man's your guy. That's
Spider-Man's
your
my
number one, right?
favorite, and hands down number one. Always. I mean, I'll be honest, it's been lacking lately in the comic department.
I feel like it's never been justifiable.
There's been, the movies I like Tobey Maguire, the first two. The third one was like, that's it.
Sure.
What's wrong with the third one is what's wrong with Batman vs Superman. The studio just kind of put their hands
much.
in there too much.
Too much.
You know.
Yeah,
so.
we got a little drifted from it because I want to talk more about that
Yeah.
briefly.
Sorry.
So, the ending for me. So as we were saying before, they
boy.
fight for
There we go.
They fight for no reason.
Yeah.
They reconcile for an even dumber reason.
worst reason ever.
We'll leave that out.
Yeah.
They reconcile for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
I
There's
felt.
a reason, it's just a really weak
felt
reason.
it should have ended. They should have been fighting each other, right? Superman should have died same way.
True story.
True story. Superman should have died the same way, right?
Okay.
From Doomsday.
All right.
Which was stupid to have in the movie to begin with.
Yeah.
And then as he's dying, it's that same scene where he tells Batman about his mom. Then Batman goes and saves the mom, and now he realizes that Superman was dying. Same thing, just editing it differently.
You know,
You know what
it's
I'm
a damn
saying?
shame you take a character like Doomsday though, who's so everyone knows who he
threw
is.
him in there
I mean,
for
even
no
if you haven't read a
reason.
comic, I don't know if you guys know, but like
I have no idea who Doomsday
he's
is.
the guy who killed
just-
Superman in the
yeah,
comics,
yeah.
and
Which
basically.
They threw that into the movie.
That's what I'm
Death of
saying. It's one of those
Superman,
things that, like,
which
why,
was cool.
Like, why would you? Yeah,
But it was
why-
totally
that
that's
could have
its
been a
own
movie.
that's
That
its
could have
own
been a
movie, right?
That could have
That's
been
its
a
own
whole-
movie.
That could have been the movie about inspiration. You know, we haven't gotten a Superman yet in this universe with Man of Steel. We haven't gotten that inspirational, the guy who could like.
I remember buying that comic.
infectious charisma that character has. You know, he's very like. There's a scene in the comics where him and Nightwing are actually in a park somewhere in Metropolis, I think, or I forgot where they are, and a patrol officer, a cop, like walks up to Superman and Nightwing, and he's like, "Oh, it's just you guys," you know. He's like, "Hey, he's like, oh, I guess this park is really safe with you two guys here, with the two of you here." And Superman looks at him and goes, "You mean with the three of us?" And like it's a character like that. Like it's kind of like, you know, I feel like that's really lost on Zack Snyder. Like it's such a chummy, like, and it's just like, you know, the apple pie. And people think it's lame, but I mean, Superman he's the duality of him and Clark Kent. Like Superman's not Superman because he could fly and do all these great things. He's Superman because like two parents love their son. You know, like he could tear the world apart, but he loves. You know, he's as much a kid of Earth as he is of Krypton. He never knew Krypton. The only home he's ever had is here, which is why I think they keep him in touch with that. Like, you know, that's why he's so in touch. Whereas you watch Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan's a guy who, you know, he gets detached from reality because he kind of has all these godlike powers and kind of realizes that, you know, he's gonna outlive everyone he loves, and you know, and things just don't work for him. You wouldn't fear things so they can't hurt you. You know, when you can't die, you're not gonna fear death. When you can't feel pain, you don't fear. You know,
But that's what I'm saying. That's how the movie should. I feel like it would have hit harder to the audience.
Yeah.
If there was that same scene, but just reversed it. That's when Superman was dying. When
Yeah.
he talked about his mom, and then that's when Batman realizes, oh fuck, we're on the same side. He's a human. You know what I mean? It would have hit a lot more.
yeah.
15 pages further in
Yeah.
the script. That's all they would have
I
had to have
honestly-
done.
I honestly-
if they moved it
I
15
honestly-
pages in the script, it would have hit harder. It would have, no pun intended, justified the ending even more. Because in the comics, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Returns ended with Superman saying, Batman died, we got to put him together.
Yeah.
It's the same exact ending.
Well,
if you think about it.
I haven't read Dark Knight Returns in a long time. I actually have it.
But it's the same concept, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, again,
should have put that
Doomsday.
further.
I honestly don't think Doomsday. If anything, if you ask me, it should have been Batman and Superman fight, and all of a sudden Lex Luthor has that power suit powered by kryptonite, and they all fight. Whatever. They wanted to throw Wonder Woman in there to give a viable threat. Whatever. The fact of the matter is, Doomsday should have been its own movie.
I agree.
It should have been, or at least with another
I
villain.
was great.
Like, you know,
And they gave it away in the trailer. And Zack Snyder kept saying...
You knew he was gonna die,
But even
like-
so, Zack Snyder kept saying, he's like, don't worry, the trailers aren't revealing everything. Dude, we still got plenty left for you. The only thing that you didn't see was Superman dying.
the only thing I was surprised by was like the Flash, like showing up in the
that was
Speed
stupid.
Force and like talking.
And I read an interview yesterday. He
Nick,
said they wrote that in as they were filming. That wasn't in the movie.
a lot of things were written in.
but that right there wasn't planned nothing. So they could have been done with it.
Overall,
Is,
I mean, my consensus was that the movie was just genuinely. It wasn't as bad as critics said, but it is definitely.
Right now, I'm at a 5
Is
out of
Ben
10.
Affleck coming back?
I'm at 6. Yeah, he's right. He actually He's directing and writing. The
he
next
was
solo
badass.
Batman
That
movie.
was the only cool thing. We finally got to see a Batman that was like he was straight up shooting people. Like you've never seen.
No, Michael Keaton did that before.
He did?
Michael Keaton strapped dynamite to that fat Bandit
Oh, yeah.
Bigelow's body and blew him up in like the
this
second movie.
This Batman was straight up kicking
Yeah.
fucking ass,
Yeah.
like brutal. Like
It was cool.
that scene.
I like
See,
Buck
that-
Keaton. That was my favorite.
See, the
Batman
thing is,
movie.
he was
Me.
Michael
that
Keaton
scene
was
did
dope.
play out like a horror movie. That first
I loved
scene,
it. I loved it.
It was great.
But the thing is, again, that's the thing you'll find split. You see, you loved it. A lot of people don't want Batman to kill, but I think it's a little ridiculous. Like this guy goes
It was
out,
just
like,
cool to
beating
see
people
him
a
be
pulp.
violent.
Like, he's got to kill somebody. you
But
know?
yeah, look, this is now an older.
Yeah.
This is an older Batman.
20 years deep. He said.
Right. This isn't. If Bale was doing that, it would have been weird. Be like, this dude's been a superhero for like 3 years now. He's like, beating the shit out of people. This is Ben Affleck, who's fucking. I mean, this is a Bruce Wayne, like you said, 20 years later, who hates the world and is fucking pissed.
Well, this is
He's
more
gonna
of
fuck dudes.
This
up.
is more of like a comic book Batman where the police are kind of
Right.
in on it. Like in Dark Knight, they kind of played him off like an urban myth, which is actually a pretty cool take on it.
Yeah.
People don't even know if he exists, you
Yeah.
know, until the third movie where he fights with all the cops in the street, fighting Bane's, like, you know, army. Like that, but that's what's cool. Like some people are like, oh, you don't even know if he exists. You don't even know if he's real. And I thought that was a really cool touch. Like there are comics that touch on it like that, but then there's other comics where he's just, you know, in the streets, people see him, and like I think the Dark Knight played that up a lot, where he was really in the shadows. In this movie, he still played the horror guy, like the horror, you know, that creepy, you know, the opening scene, like Adam said. There's a scene in the movie where like a cop is sitting there, and you just see like it kind of fades in, and he's in the back, like clinging to a wall. It
was
fucking
creepy.
Scary.
It was cool.
Yeah,
It was creepy.
Cool.
It was
It's
cool.
cool. But you know, he's
I like
getting.
it.
There's a lot of things in the movie that just kind of didn't add up. They say a lot of things, and it kind of like you're like, wait, what? I thought they said this, and it's just. I mean, overall, I'm at a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's completely because as a comic book fan and as a moviegoer, there's still a lot to behold. Like the opening scene in Metropolis, when like
That was dope.
It was so
dope.
good. It was so good.
Was Ben Roethlisberger and Heinz Ward in this Batman or no?
No.
They're still
Was
dead
Big
from the last
Ben?
one?
Was Big Ben in Dark Knight Rises?
Heinz Ward
I know
was.
Heinz Ward.
I don't
was.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
both
yeah.
were.
Well, I
Hey,
think
why is he a
I
punt
think,
returner?
I think Brad Kiesel too. Yeah, that was weird.
He's a punt returner.
Guys
in that
running.
movie.
The,
They were
the
in
ground is
Pittsburgh, right?
exploding.
Yeah, they
filmed
filmed
in
it.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I saw the one of them being filmed in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, yeah,
They had the
yeah.
fucking the Lamborghini on the street with the.
I'm
fucking,
pretty sure
Yeah.
we
the
could keep
all
talking
black,
about
yeah.
this till like
We're gonna
fucking.
take
Yeah,
we're gonna take a
Because
second
Ron
break,
has stopped
Yeah.
the video like
and
15 times. I think
we'll be back in a
crazy.
couple of minutes. This is Jeopardy.
Welcome back, race fans.
Welcome back, guys. We're gonna do a little Jeopardy. We have our special
remix
guest, Brick's finest, Ali Hallie. Ali, welcome.
Welcome, Allie.
How are you, darling?
Hi.
She's gonna be going up against Tommy Buffs, and I'm gonna go with Ali Hallie to win this one. Ted.
Allie Hallie to win. The odds are.
Oh, yeah, what are the odds?
7 to 9.
I don't know. I mean, these questions should be pretty easy. Tom's a pretty knowledgeable fella, but I don't know. We tried this last time with Allie. Allie's got a.
She gotta step up.
She might have a
again
little
bit.
edge.
You
She
try
got a little
to
edge.
set me up to fail. Is that what's going on?
Ooh.
No, I don't know. So we have buzzer systems this time. This time it should work a lot better.
All right, so we're gonna let Ali go first
We're gonna- ladies
because
first.
she's a lady, lovely lady. By
And
the
do
way.
we all know the
Ladies
rules
first.
of Jeopardy here? Everybody knows.
You guys know Alex
Well, if
Trebek?
you're picking who's going
Answer with
first,
a
You
question.
buzz in.
need
You
the
will buzz
buzzer.
in.
You buzz in.
You buzz in.
You just get to pick the
You
category.
will buzz in and answer
You
with
just
a
get to
question.
pick
Okay.
any question, any dollar amount that you would like. Just to let you know, for the categories of people you know, there will be a picture, and the answer is who is that person.
Who's keeping score here, Tef?
That's a great question.
Oh, no. The game doesn't keep score?
Teffer,
in that
what's
mode.
you say people you should know?
Give me the notepad.
Okay.
We got to get the notepad.
Wow,
Ali,
we-
how was Bricks today? You serve a lot of beers and wings.
Yeah.
Were they?
No.
I'm a little upset. We didn't go. We didn't have our
Not
little
at all.
pre-show.
Did you ask anybody
meeting
if you
down there at
liked
Bricks.
fresh pepper?
I was told the wings were not very proper. Actually,
I
Okay,
actually
that's-
think Bricks has the
That's
best
what I
wings.
heard
I
tonight.
think the wings are good.
I heard tonight.
The
it
wings are
was-
fantastic. I heard tonight they were a little dry.
I do like the wings. in
Dry?
general.
Listen, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Dry.
All right, we are ready to rock.
I only had
That's
one
false.
dining review for tonight. I don't know. I can only go from what I heard. I enjoy them normally.
Me too.
Let's
No,
get
but I
this
do enjoy it.
show on the road here, folks.
Ali makes a great governor. See if you ever want to stop by during the day.
Too much orange juice.
No much orange juice. Okay, let's go.
Let's start it
Ali,
off.
what do you
Plain
like,
orange
Ali?
juice. People you should know.
For how much?
For 10.
For 10, she's starting
Oh,
off.
wait.
There's
wait,
buzzers.
Wait.
There's buzzers.
There's buzzers.
What are we doing with the buzzer thing, though? Okay,
You-
we're going to
whoever
be
buzzes
fair.
I have to
First.
answer the.
Keep your,
All right,
Nick
here you
will
go.
read-
How do I know when
Yeah,
it's
hands on the
time?
hands on the pad. Hands on the pad.
I read the question. You guys don't look at the
Well,
question.
this is just the pitchers. Whoever buzzes.
All
in
right, here you
first.
go for 10. Allie.
Paris Hilton.
Winner.
Winner, chicken dinner. Hold on, let me just hit clear here. Perfect.
I missed my.
Allie is up 10. Allie, what would you like to go with next?
Okay. 20 people.
People you should know for 20. Allie.
What the fuck?
Michael Jordan.
That is correct.
My button's no good. This is BS.
Do a trial run.
It's working. There you go.
Yeah, you're good, Tom.
Alright.
This
All
makes
right.
the noise.
Wait.
Okay.
If it's on vibrate, it won't make the noise. But you can put it on a ring, and it will.
I'm okay with
So you know when you buzz in.
We see it. We
Oh,
see
I
it.
know.
Apparently she's
buzzed in.
okay.
Okay, Allie is
Allie-
up
Allie
30
again.
to love.
People you should know for 30.
Oh, switching it up, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, what was that about?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Jeez, Tom.
Do
I didn't hear her even
Are
say it.
you?
Finger trigger. Trigger finger.
That's 60 love there. Wow.
Allie.
It's like a tennis
Finger
match, right?
triggers.
feel
Something
bad.
else.
Okay,
completely.
Allie, you're gonna
don't
go
feel
right down the
bad.
line here.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got?
40.
Come on,
Tommy.
pal.
Yeah. That was 40?
That's for 40, Tommy.
I actually
So
didn't
it
know
is
that one.
now 60-40, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tommy, what would you like to go, sir?
Let's make it 50. Let's go right down the line.
Right
Right,
down
you know,
the line.
make it 50.
Here we go.
Susan B. Anthony? I don't know. I have no idea.
That is correct.
Damn.
That's ridiculous.
Eyebrow game real strong on Susan.
That
That's
is-
Ron's favorite person in the world.
Let me view the answer on that one.
That was my great.
Yep.
That was my
Yep.
great great grandmother.
I thought that was Anne
Straight
Frank.
off the boat.
And Frank.
That's like the back of my brain thinking. I didn't know what was happening there.
I'll be honest, I never knew what the
That
fuck
was
she
a-
looked like
that
till I
was-
made this before.
Oh, me neither. I had no idea.
What'd you say? She's fucking frightful.
I said, well,
That was some Bricks Pinot Grigio right there. That was fucking. That was wild.
All right, Tommy, where are we going next,
where
buddy?
we going?
Let's do geography for 50.
Wow.
I love how he says.
Starting high.
See, he says it right.
All
Now,
right.
Nick,
I'm
read the
going to read
question.
the question.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that is
that's
not
not
where I
supposed to
parked
be
my
there.
car.
Why?
That is not.
Nice tits.
Yep,
Nope.
that was just there on
Tom, do you know who that is?
I love her.
I'm not sure, but they're good tits.
You don't get
Why
any
is that
points, but do you know who that is?
Gianna
See,
Nicole.
That's bullshit because you guys put that in there knowing that he would know. And
That's
that I
not
would
no
know.
points. That was just
He-
that was
that
a
was-
Was
goof.
that like an ad or
That was a
something?
goof. Yes,
No,
it was an ad.
That's not where I parked
That was
my
a-
car.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
There was
yeah,
a
it was an
couple
ad.
pop-up ads.
All right, Tom.
did
Tom,
that.
go ahead.
Another dick joke.
So it's a daily double tits. What happened? What was that all about? You got it?
Daily double tits.
Okay.
The Jeopardy nose goes. Mer, mer. All right, Tom, pick again.
Let's do geography for 40.
Okay.
The amount of Great Lakes.
Fuck.
Tom.
There's 5.
Yes, there
That is correct, sir.
Thank you.
Next, Tommy.
All right, let's switch it up. Let's do the penis mightier for 40.
That is the
What
pen
is-
Now
is
this
mightier.
question,
What is that?
you have to pick which. There's 2 people, and which one of them is an author of the 2.
Okay.
One of them is an author. One of them is not. Who is the author?
Okay.
Okay. Tom,
I like
which
that they didn't let you write penis on there.
They keep Xing it.
Yeah, the
So
pen,
it's
the
no
pen
photos.
15.
You're just gonna read it.
That is definitely a true story.
Tom,
Okay.
for how many?
40. I said already.
40, you got it.
Just listen the first time.
Judd Nelson or Nelson Mandela?
Ellie.
Judd Nelson.
Correct. Maybe
Wrong.
What?
That is incorrect.
What?
not. I didn't know you wrote a book.
Judd Nelson's an actor from The Breakfast Club.
Oh, I don't.
He was
fucking
one
know
hell of
that.
an author, that guy.
Apparently, according to Allie, she's got all his books.
Temper's got the
Nelson
fucking-
Mandela wrote while he was in prison.
Yeah.
This is like when
So
he was in
Allie,
prison.
Allie then
So,
loses points
so
for
he's
that, right?
predominantly an author.
We'll
That's
keep
a
it
shitty
without
ass
that.
question.
We'll keep it without the losing
He's
points.
a-
We should really learn the rules of
Yeah.
Jeopardy. She should lose points.
She does lose
Well,
points.
I can't. I'm not doing all
That's
that.
true, yeah, you
So
should
Tom,
lose points.
Tom picks again.
Okay. So no points.
Next
No
time,
points
next
given.
time
no
automated
points
point
given
system.
and no points.
It was a wash.
Okay, fair enough.
It was a wash.
Let's do the penis mightier 50.
The penis mightier for 50. Okay, we're all clear here. Shelley Long or Shel Silverstein?
I don't
Sil-
know. I don't know the
Silverstein.
answer. I'm
Silverstein.
guessing.
All right.
Allie.
Silverstein.
That is correct.
That is correct.
That was for
nice,
50?
Allie.
Yeah.
You had a 50-50
Nice.
shot to fuck that one up.
My hiccups are back. Allie, your turn, lady.
This is terrible.
Tom, are you smarter than a white
Geography
girl?
for 30.
Geography for 30.
I mean, usually.
Oh wait, my buzzer's stuck on Buzz. Oh okay.
Okay, which city holds the Liberty Bell?
Tom.
Oh my god.
Philly.
Oh, he got it. Okay, good.
All right, Philly, that is correct.
Philly for 30.
Tepper spelled Philadelphia with 2 L's there. That was
You know, I wrote it. I wasn't
Philly.
positive.
Philly.
okay, Tom.
Philly. It's a brotherly love. I will do movies for 40.
Movies for 40. We'll always have Paris is a line made famous by this 1942 film.
Gone with. I did it. I fucking buzzed it already.
You
Tom.
buzzed before. I believe you
I
was
buzzed
gone
it
with the
as
wind.
soon as it came
Anyway.
up. God damn it! You guys used this the last one, and that's the only
Well,
reason why.
nobody
I
got
know
it right.
Oh my god!
You still got it wrong, you
I
momo.
got it wrong.
I only
I
said
can
what
spell
she said.
Casablanca, but I can't spell Philadelphia, just for the record. Allie, it's your turn.
She's
since
very
Tom
quick
got
on the
question
buzzer, right?
wrong.
Again.
I got the buzzer.
We're
and
having-
then
we're having-
you
we're
got
having
it
technical
again
difficulties. There we go.
After.
All right, Allie, your
and
turn.
I picked you.
Your turn, Allie.
Movies for 30.
Movies for 30.
The amount of films in the Star Wars saga.
Dude, she's fucking pressing it.
I'm reading
What's the
it.
answer?
7.
That
Movies for 30.
is
That is
correct.
correct. Close game.
Allie, you have
Even
to
though I've
wait
never
till
seen any of them.
I
You have
have
to wait till the question's
till
read.
is
It's
red.
right- oh,
You're not supposed to be looking at the screen. That's just for
I'm
the visual
cheating
for the
then.
audience that's probably not
'Cause this
watching our
pen
podcast.
works.
And this
Alright,
pen
okay,
works.
fine.
Go ahead, Allie.
Your turn again,
Can
Allie.
we got a score update for Mr.
We have
Tepper?
160 Tom to Allie's 140.
Wow, that's
Close
tight.
game.
That's
Very
tight.
close.
Very close.
Lot
It's a
of game
real
left.
barn burner.
A lot of ball game
Too
left.
close.
Go ahead.
Close.
It's good.
Movies for 20.
This girl's not
Movies
fucking
for
around
20.
right now.
The male lead in Magic Mike is portrayed by this male actor.
You have to wait till it's red.
What happened? You
I
pressed
would've
it,
pressed
apparently.
Nah, you
it
can do it
already.
whenever because there's not enough time.
Oh, now we
Tom,
can do
who
it,
is it?
whatever.
I think she pressed it.
She did.
No,
she
I
got-
didn't.
No, Allie did press it.
I
I have you up on
Tatum.
The
see. No, mine gets stuck.
We got you. Who is it?
He
Tatum.
pressed it. I don't know. Channing Tatum.
That's
Tatum.
correct. How
He
many
got
points
it.
was that?
Dude, I don't think I even pressed it first.
You guys are sick.
I didn't.
Nick,
press
I got
it
an
for that
idea.
one.
What if you only clear it
No, but look.
after you read the question?
Tie
So
game.
they can't
That's when
buzz
it's
it.
Okay.
pressed.
All right.
Mine keeps getting stuck on that.
No, you can't do that because
Do you see that?
from when the question
You know what I'm
appears,
saying?
It's off.
we can't do that because when the question appears, you have 10 seconds to answer.
Doesn't matter.
Tom, press it.
All right,
Not
doesn't
gonna-
matter.
All right, press the
Press
button. All right.
Okay.
There we go. All right, after the
So-
question's read.
Okay.
After the
He's getting
question's read.
So who got Channing Tatum then?
You did. Tie game, 160.
He kind of gave me the answer to that.
okay.
but
Pick a
okay.
question.
Okay, movies for 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Please wait till the question's read.
This movie centers around two lifelong friends who are on a mission to deliver a lost briefcase to the woman of their dreams.
What is all? What's happening? Why is mine already pressed during that?
Yeah, your buzzers are fucked, but Dumb and Dumber.
Allie's
Allie is correct. for 10
correct for 10 points there.
170.
We've got a fucked buzzer system.
No, we
Yeah,
don't.
your
All
buzzers
Nick,
are
you got
fucked.
to do it
Dude,
Look,
quicker.
I didn't
mine
even-
is
You
stuck
you gotta do
on
it quicker.
Buzz right now.
right, you know what?
to
Don't
do it.
look at the screen. Wait till I finish the question.
I'll do this.
Okay, go ahead. You're good. No, you can't do anything now. All right, go ahead, Allie.
10. That is mightier. 10.
The penis, my dear.
Penis is mighty.
Penis mightier.
D.L. Hewley or R.L. Stein?
What
Allie.
the fuck is that?
I
All right,
got that
no,
one.
This is bullshit. I got a fucking
R.L.
battery
Stein.
thing coming on my
R.L.
thing.
Stein, that is correct. What did they
Tom
write?
got sabotaged.
I don't fucking
What
know.
is that?
I
This
just
is-
recognize the
this
name.
is
That's that
nonsense.
would
That's
be
bad, that's bad luck right
that would
there.
be Goosebumps.
It's just bad luck.
Oh, yeah, that.
Goosebumps. Don't worry.
I'm being sabotaged.
Oh,
right
yeah,
now. I got fucking
Goosebumps.
low battery signs coming up on my phone. This is nonsense.
Sorry. All right, go ahead, Allie.
This is not proper right now.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
Okay. Movies for 50.
wow. She's going big here.
I'm not gonna know it.
Nonsense.
It's all right. What famous actor is also Angelina Jolie's father?
That's Tom.
That's Tom.
Voight.
You got it.
John Voight.
Sure, he wins. What kind of fucking Trebek are you? You're terrible.
Had too much. What did I have
Too much
to-
Pedialyte.
Pedialyte.
Tom?
That was a big one.
Sports for 50.
Sports for
Ooh,
50.
I hate
was
sports.
gonna
so
pick
I
that
don't like-
one.
The amount of players on a field per team in a football game.
Oh, shit.
That's Tom.
12?
That is incorrect,
Oh,
sir.
11.
11. Come
I
on,
knew
man.
that. Can I get credits?
No,
No, you
no,
can't
no,
steal.
no,
Jeopardy
no.
works.
This is not Family Feud.
Fuck.
I am
Would
not.
you like to call
I am
an
not
Asian?
Steve Harvey.
Would you like to ask an Asian?
That was funny.
Wait, that is how Jeopardy works.
Asking
If somebody
Asian?
gets it wrong, the
Yeah.
next person can buzz in and get it right.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is.
No, when they show this fucking answer.
Well,
on
we
the
haven't
screen.
done that yet,
I
so
thought
we
that
don't
was-
yeah,
start
now,
it
now
now.
when
I
they're
thought
showing
that
We
was
answers.
real
really need to watch
unfortunate.
Jeopardy.
But
because
this is
we
how
have
Jeopardy
no
works.
fucking
Get up,
clue.
Jeopardy.
All right, the penis mightier 30.
I like
You
it.
got it wrong.
No, you got it wrong.
I
Allie
picked
goes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Allie
she
yeah.
goes.
switches?
Yeah. Allie?
Sports for 40.
Okay. I guess she perked up.
How many holes in a full round of golf?
Speaking of holes, Allie.
Shut the fuck up. 18.
Winner.
That is
How many
correct.
points is that? 30? 40?
That was
40.
40.
Who's keeping score?
I
That's actually
got 220 to 210.
Allie's winning.
Allie's winning.
Go ahead, Al.
Sports for 30. Sports for 30.
The words in which an acronym NHL consists of.
Tommy,
National Hockey League.
That
That
is
is
correct.
how many points is that?
That was 20. 30. That was 30.
30?
Yeah.
240.
Go ahead, Thomas.
Please wait till the question is ready.
Well, I'm trying to, but it's not fair that way. Geography for 20.
The Grand Canyon is in what state?
Tom.
Arizona?
Fuck.
That is
Arizona.
correct.
Oh, we're getting down to the wire.
Down to
Damn
the
it.
wire. I want
papaya.
I want some apples, but I got some papaya. John Mayer, okay.
Still
The
don't
pen
know what
is
you
mightier,
guys are talking
30.
about.
That was John Mayer
There's John.
doing a Periscope or some bullshit.
Nonsense. Not proper.
Michael.
Crichton. Tom.
Michael Crichton.
Michael.
The
Crichton
penis
is-
mightier is correct.
That is correct.
Michael Caine.
290. Tom. Allie, 220.
Damn.
The penis mightier 20.
J.K. Rowling or J.K. Lowell?
What the fuck? My
J.K.
buzzer's
Rowling.
fucked
Tom.
up.
No, it's not. I was watching the whole time.
J.K. Rowling.
It's Rowling. She wrote
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Harry Potter.
It's a
My
nice pen.
babe.
It works. I don't think that guy's been in any other movie besides that.
Oh, it was an extra.
Who?
He's an extra.
Yeah.
Walking down the street and like fucking
About 6'4".
technical difficulties right now.
This pen
Can
does
Allie
not
win
work.
this? Are we can.
No, I
It's
can't win
310
now.
to 220.
She
Well,
matched
Final
up.
Jeopardy. There's notice
That's
Final
true, there's
Jeopardy.
always
Final
Final
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Go ahead, Tom.
I will do geography for 10.
You got it. The city of the.
No, see, he didn't even wait. He's cheating now.
Yes. Okay. This city is the capital of New Jersey. Allie.
Trenton.
Trenton is correct.
Thank you.
You're really fucking.
You bushka douche.
You're really douching over here.
Let the poor girl win.
No, she's.
it's impossible
I've been
for
getting
me to
fucked
win
over
now.
here.
Go ahead, Tom.
He got fucked
You have
up.
to wait till the
sports for
question's
20.
read. Wait
Sports
till
for
the
20.
question's read. Sports for 20.
Babe Ruth played for which MLB team?
Allie.
Allie.
Yankees.
That is correct. He also played for.
Well, he
another
played for the
team.
Red Sox also. I
Yeah,
believe.
well, you know,
But
it's okay.
originally.
Fuck
I
a
mean,
red sock.
Fuck a pop. Fuck a
Doc. Fucker. And his real name is Clarence. And he went
had
to
a really nice
marriage. And he went to Cambridge.
That's a private school.
school. Me and Greg Buell went to the same school.
All right, Allie. Obviously, there's one left. Sports for 10. In basketball, a free throw is worth how many points?
Allie. Allie.
One.
That is correct. We were gonna write. And in basketball, how many points is a 3-pointer worth?
Well, it's a close game depending on what you want to bet. Tom has 320. Allie has 250. There's Final Jeopardy. You have to write down your answers.
That would make them get pens, I believe, right?
Yeah.
This is a nice
You know what
pen.
you
it
do?
works.
You're each open up. Give us the buzzers.
Give us the buzz.
No.
Give us the buzzers.
No, don't touch him.
Give us the buzzers. Open up a blank text and you can type your answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up my notes.
Gotta spell it. This is bullshit.
I was bartending at Bricks the other day. I didn't know how to make a Cosmo, so I wrote it down. Triple sec vodka, lime juice, and cranberry juice.
So what's happening right now?
And you
You're
shit
gonna
the
write
whole
down your
bottle.
answer for Final Jeopardy.
Okay. And do I gotta bet the
Amount
amount I
wager.
want
You have to wager
wager?
your
Okay.
points.
So there's no buzzing at this point.
There's
So
no
all-
buzzing. However, if they both answer the question right, then what do we do?
Depends on the wager.
Allie wins.
It depends on the
I mean,
wager.
I-
Yeah, you're right. Depends on the wager.
Yeah.
Duh.
Allie wins.
Are we ready?
Oh, yeah, so write down your wager
Right.
and then your answer.
Right.
What,
Can I wait
let's
till
get.
I know what he's wagering to
No.
wager?
Nope.
No, it's not
mine?
how
Well,
it
I'm
works.
guessing you
Quick-
guys are.
quick
How
it a-
many points do I have?
Yeah, can
Tom,
we get a
Tom
point
has
recap?
Tom has 320 and Allie has 250.
All right,
not a
so
big.
I
not a
wanna
big.
wager-
Don't tell us. You write it
I
down.
don't tell you?
No, you write it down.
All right.
You ready for the question?
Yeah.
Do we gotta send it?
Go to final question. No, you don't say.
How do I send it? Do I
The
just
question
like,
is
done?
The square root of
Hold
144.
on. Hold on. I gotta return it. Okay.
Okay,
You're
ret-
not actually texting someone.
what,
Tom.
what is he returning? He has to return it. he
Here's a
said.
stamp.
All right, ready?
Put your amounts wagered and the answer to the question.
Okay.
I'm done.
Allie's done.
Okay.
Waiting on Tom.
I think I just saw Tom
It's a
use his calculator.
It's a technical difficulty thing.
Okay. Nick, you can
We
read
both.
Okay,
Tom read what he wagered and his answer.
320, and he had 12, and Allie did.
So Tom wins.
And you both have
No, I did
12, and
250.
Tom has 640, and what did you wager?
250.
they both got the answer
Wait,
correct.
didn't I have 250 points?
Yes, you did.
I wagered 250.
Well, it's
I
still
still lost.
That's Tom
lost.
Buffer.
Tom Buffer is smarter than a white girl, ladies and gentlemen.
That's,
was a close
that
game.
is
It was a close
proper.
game,
That
Tom.
is
No
proper.
clap.
You know what?
Congratulations, Tom.
She's a smart white girl.
That
She's
was
pretty
a
smart.
She gave you a run for your shmoney.
She's a smart white girl. She's
a
good with the
small white
buzzer.
girl. So,
She's better at the buzzer with me.
well,
so.
we want to thank you for watching. Are You Smarter Than a White Girl?
This is Jeopardy.
This is the train to White Girl Jeopardy.
White
We'll be
girl-
right back
we'll
after
be
this,
right back,
folks.
guys.
Killer, dog. Killer, dog. I'll kill you, dog. Yo. Check it out, man. Yo. What mean the word
Old school hip hop theme music. We're here back. Table talk. Tef, we're almost out of here, Tef.
We're almost at. This has been a very interesting evening. We went from being like dead fucking serious. Like, this is probably the most serious we've ever been. So now we come back, and Nick just looks at me and goes, "Hey, check this out." He goes, and he goes, "Do you like it?" And me and Rob were like,
Everybody seems to
I
like
said,
it.
like in what aspect?
Who's
Like,
everybody? Who's
hey,
this-
who's
I
everybody?
don't
Me and
know.
Ryan?
Anytime
like
someone
it.
laughs, Allie loves it. I think it's prop.
You just said it like you. I don't know what I should like. You said, "Do I like it?" As if like, yo, should I do this? Like, should I use it? Just like,
So the thing is, the background story on it.
Yeah.
So one of the cooks at work.
it's like a dying dinosaur.
Anytime I ask him like anything, I'm like, "Yo, Juanito, you got that medium rare filet coming?" He goes,
He does that thing with his face too.
Yeah.
his whole face moves.
Yeah, he's a great guy though. He's very fast. And he doesn't say sure. He says chore. You got that steak coming? Chore.
Not Spanish.
He's a Russian.
They're all. You ever notice how in restaurants all the Spanish people are related in some aspect?
They all know each other.
Yeah, they all live in the same
Well,
house.
they train each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they get each other the jobs.
I have a
They
great
stick
staff.
together.
I have
It's
a
not
great,
a-
great, great
together.
staff.
They're pack animals.
Chefs who clean together. What is it? What is it, Mighty Ducks? Yep.
Ducks fly together. All right,
starting
so
a language off
We
that.
were. Where were we headed with this final segment?
Fucking headed nowhere. We just keep talking about that and the one scene in Wolf and Wall Street when he goes at the very end. He goes, "Sell me this pen," and the guy says, "This is a nice pen. You can write thoughts from your
It's
days."
a nice pen. It works.
And then they go to the next guy and he goes, "This is a nice pen. It works. I personally have this pen." So
don't
me and
know
Nick
why
are the
that's so
type we
funny.
just pick up on like the dumb things
Yeah,
in
it's the
movies and we
dumbest
just
shit.
find it funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the reflection part of the show. Ron's been very quiet.
Ron's very
This is a
quiet.
reflection.
This is the reflection part.
Well, it's a reflection of your own brain, so you can't expect Ryan to
If this
add
is
too
my
much.
brain, that's fucking scary. When I watch these videos back, I'm like, fuck.
Let it be known that Ron is wearing me and Teffer's band from when we were in high school.
Why don't you
Perfect
stand up
endings.
and show the crowd.
Well,
He
that's-
started the episode.
That's about a 15-year-old shirt.
I
right
haven't
there.
seen that shirt in probably 10
The
years.
eyes are cashing checks in that. That was a lost conversation.
Here's a
I
fun
believe,
fact for you, Nick, if you
Yes, sir.
recall. remember that design. Who was that designed for before they gave it to us?
Well, I know we got it at Merch Direct, and I was thinking maybe Census Fail.
Yep, that was for
Yeah.
Census.
I think
and they said it sucked. They're like, you guys can have it. We're like, yeah,
That's the-
sure.
That's the worst colorway. It's
Worst.
maroon with yellow and
my
white.
God.
The other one was
I
cool.
think I got this shirt at a show that was in the basement of the VFW, where if you showed a picture of a dog, you can get in for free.
Calvary.
Yeah, that was at Calvary.
Calvary Church. That was a parish time.
That
It's
a
all-
local
Th-
parish.
that was a Calvary Church. Is a East Meadow. It's a, I guess a.
That's got. That must be an Orthodox church because I don't
yeah,
know
it's,
about
a,
that.
it's
What
an
kind of church is
Orthodox
it? Is
church.
it a good
Orthodox.
church?
It's definitely not a Catholic church.
It's a proper
good parish?
church.
Is it? Do you approve of that? I know St. Raphael's. You're a big fan.
I mean, I don't have much experience in the Orthodox religion. If it's a Catholic church, I'll know if it's legit or not. So
Solid
it's true.
parish.
I'm sure
How-
it could be within the
I
denomination.
I judge a church on
I
its
don't know.
Eucharist and how good it
What the
tastes.
hell's a Eucharist?
That's what
What about the wine? Does the
That's
wine
What the hell's
matter?
a Eucharist?
You know what? I've never gone the wine at Sunday Mass. My
You've
mom
never
usually
got the
does.
wine?
the body
No.
of Christ.
the wine's usually for the older folk.
And then they say the blood of Christ.
The wine's the only thing that makes you able to swallow the wafer because it's too dry.
So you take the wafer back to the seat. You
The
deal
wafer
with
usually-
it. You deal with it in the pew. You don't. You,
What do you
don't.
mean deal with it?
One time,
You don't deal with it in the aisle. You don't
funny,
deal with it-
funny story
you don't
about
carry it
this.
the whole way.
No one swallows it in the aisle.
Do you put you cup your other hand over it to protect it as
No,
you
you
walk?
put it in and you just keep it on the tongue and you let it dissolve in
there's
the
a
aisle.
special way
And you
with
take
the
it to
hand.
Yeah.
the pew and you deal with it in the pew.
But everybody looks like they're like trying to sneak it. Like
But
we
what-
didn't just see you go up in front of the whole fucking church. Everyone goes,
But what is deal with it?
You,
What do you do when you deal with
you
it?
leave it. You leave it in the pallet, and then you walk down the pew and you deal with it in the aisles.
Where's the
On
word
your own
You're
Pew
time.
supposed to
come
put it
from?
in your mouth at the.
I see some people getting it placed in their mouth.
Last
yeah,
time I
that
checked,
happens
That's
too.
that's actually the
No,
proper
I'm
way.
saying you put it in your mouth when they give
I don't
it
think
to
the
you.
buttons work.
But then
Ding.
you don't have to start chewing it in front of the priest.
No, you're not
You walk-
supposed to.
You walk back to the pew and you deal
Yeah.
with it on your own time.
It dissolves.
So I have a funny story about
Oh, I
this.
remember
when
Dane Cook had a skit about that. Remember he said,
Yeah.
"Your call, Holly man."
Yeah.
And fuck with the priest. Like,
But listen, I'm gonna get to my funny story. I was like, got really drunk one Saturday night when I was in high school, and as a family, we went to the mass, and I made pretend that I ate the Eucharist, and I put it in my pocket, and I forgot it was there, so that my mom
A sleight of hand.
My,
It was- it
my
was
mom
very
washed
interesting.
my pants the next day. She goes, "What
She
is
found the
this?
Eucharist?
That is sacrilegious." I was
bring
afraid
the
if I had it, I was
Eucharist
going to
home.
throw up the Eucharist. That has to be sacrilegious.
Oh, so that's why you put it in your pocket?
Yeah, put it in my
what
pocket.
the fuck is Eucharist?
Who
It's-
throws up
it's
a
like the
fucking
vanilla wafer you
the
get.
body of Christ.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
The
Oh, the
Eucharist.
Eucharist.
Where did they order them off like Amazon Prime or something? And they get like a big stock full of them.
At this point, they probably do. I'll look
Yeah.
it up right now.
Cardboard.
I'll let you know how much.
How much can we get some Eucharist for?
We get a bucket of Ukes. 10 yams and a
You
uke.
said cukes? No, ukes.
I'm making a uke and tomato salad later.
Put a little balsamic on that.
Put
Well,
it in
you-
your soup.
It's a good soup.
It's like a cracker for him. He's
How
eating
many
soup all
different
day.
types of soup have you had today?
I had just 5. I went to Rite Aid. Got
All
my-
5
my
of the same
Pedialyte.
Five the
soups.
same or five different?
Just 5.
Nexium Pedialyte. What do they call it?
Pedialyte.
Oh, Pedialyte.
Pedialyte.
Nexium Pedialyte and
It's the sweatshirt. The Pedialyte.
some
It's the French version.
We get the tomatoes.
No, but you completely disregard my question. I said, did you have 5
Soup.
different types?
No, just old chicken noodle. Campbell's extra salty.
Is that a Sriracha thing? Everyone in your family fucking
Sal's
lives
AIM
on
screen
soup.
name was
Sal
Sal
eats
Eats
soup.
We gotta
Ron's still trying to Amazon Eucharist.
Did you find it?
No, because they don't have it in the prime pantry, so no Eucharist.
What makes it a prime pantry?
What makes that pantry prime?
You can't get like 7-day-old Eucharist. It's got to be next day if you're gonna order. It's got to be with the
That's
prime.
got to be next day air
It's got
there.
to be next day prime. Obviously, no.
It's probably the oldest thing.
Do they come frozen?
Fresh frozen.
I don't think they can.
Flash frozen.
Do they mold?
Fresh frozen.
Right from Rome. Flash frozen.
man.
Straight out of the Vatican, right?
The Pope stamps them with his forehead.
This is borderline sacrilegious.
Oh,
They don't-
because that's what we're worried about.
They
on
don't.
the show.
They don't have kosher Eucharist. That's mixing 2 religions.
I feel like that is too much, yeah.
How would that work?
It doesn't work. That's why they don't do it.
Have some Eucharist.
Those are your people. That's 539s.
The
I'm
man
like
of
not
shivets.
even fucking Jewish, bro.
The man of shivets look funny on my
Half
table.
Jew. Only the good half, right,
Good
Ted?
half. So my daughter tells me you're half Jewish. Just a good half.
That's a great flick.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
This is where we called quits
this is
for the
what we
night.
call quits for
and
night.
it's 2:53 on a good Wednesday.
I have to be up in about 6 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep.
But we thank you all for watching.
Thanks
all
for
4
watching,
of you.
guys. Next week we're gonna have some sports. Thank you, Ali Hallie.
Allie, thank
Signing
you.
off,
Gennaro,
I'm Nick
thank you,
Sparaccio,
Gennaro.
Adam Teffer, Ron
Yes, sir.
Scaverda,
Like
Tom
it raw.
Buffa, Alexandra Hallie, and Gennaro. Thank you, guys.
That's all. Cheers.
So lucky.